Hi, this is Dale from the Kernware team. Today, I'm going to show you how to use browse control to block websites and restrict access to applications. This video is current as of version 12, which was released January 2026. Before watching this video, you should already have the Kernware web console set up, the Kernware clients installed on the computers you would like to manage, and your users or computers placed in their own policy groups. For installation instructions, visit the Kernware knowledge base at kernware.com/support. First, I'll go over how to block websites with browse control. With browse control, you can block websites based on URL, category, domain, or IP address. Schedule unique internet restrictions throughout the day. Assign custom policies for each group of computers or users, and enforce internet usage policies even when devices leave the network. There are 3 ways to block internet access with browse control. Block access to specific websites with the block list, restrict internet access to only certain sites with the allow list, and using the category filtering feature to block access to content categories such as porn, virus infected, or social media. Let's start with the block list of the URL filter. With the block list, you can block specific websites based on their URL, domain, or IP address. This feature can be used to block your employees from accessing distracting websites like Facebook, TikTok, or Instagram. First, decide whether you want to control internet access based on users or computers and select the desired mode. Next, click on the URL filter and select Blocked List. From the drop-down menu, select the group of computers or users you want to restrict. Enter the URL, domain, or IP address of the websites you want to block to the master URL list. Then press the Enter key or click Add. Browse control will apply a wildcard to the URL, ensuring that any paths within the domain will be blocked as well. In the master URL list, select the websites you want to block for the chosen group. Then click Add to Blocked List. If you would like to add the selected websites to the block list of multiple groups, you could press the drop-down arrow and select Add to Multiple Groups. Select the desired groups, then click Add to Blocked List. If you have a large number of websites you'd like to block, you can also use the import feature to import an existing list. Finally, click Apply to Clients. That's it. You have now blocked your employees, students, or patrons from accessing those websites. Next, I'll show you how to restrict internet access to only certain sites using the URL allow list. This feature is ideal if you want to prevent your employees, students, or patrons from accessing websites that are not explicitly allowed by your organization. The process is identical to how you would block a website, except this time you'll set the internet to off and add the websites you'd like to allow to the allow list. With this method, your users will only be able to access the exact websites that have been approved by your company. Next, I'll show you how to block websites based on content categories such as porn, virus infected, and social media. With Browse Control's category filtering feature, you could block billions of websites across over 100 URL categories. More than 10,000 new domains are added each day, making it simple to restrict internet access even as new sites emerge. Here's how. First, decide whether you want to control internet access based on users or computers, then select the desired mode. Next, click on Category Filtering from the drop-down menu. Select the group of computers or users that you want to restrict. Select the web content categories you would like to block, then click Add to Blocked List. Finally, click Apply to Clients. That's it. The allow list can be used in tandem with the category filtering feature to allow websites that would otherwise be blocked based on their content category. For example, you could use the category filtering feature to block social media while still allowing access to LinkedIn. Now that you've seen the 3 key ways you can block a website with browse control, I'd like to show you how to restrict internet access at certain times. With Browse Control's Internet Scheduler, you can schedule custom block lists or allow lists throughout the day. This feature will bring some flexibility to your internet restriction policies. Here's how to use the Internet Scheduler. First, decide whether you want to control internet access based on users or computers and select the desired mode. Next, click on Internet Scheduler. From the drop-down menu, select the group of computers or users that you want to restrict. Next, click New Schedule. Set the start and end time of the schedule. Then, select the schedule type. Internet On will allow internet access to all websites that are not on the URL block list. Custom Allowed List will only allow access to specific websites. Custom Blocked List will block access to a specific list of websites and allow access to the rest of the internet. Custom category blocked list will block specific categories and allow access to the rest of the internet. Next, set your desired schedule frequency. Daily will enable the schedule every day during the specified time period. Weekly will enable the schedule only on specific days of the week. Monthly will enable the schedule only on specific months. Next, click Add Schedule. If you selected one of the custom block or allow list options, you can click the link provided under the Schedule Type column to set the websites or categories that you would like on the list. And finally, click Enable Scheduler if it is not already enabled. Now that I've gone through all of the ways you can control internet access with Browse Control, it's time to go over Browse Control's application control features. Browse Control can control applications by blocking specific apps, or through a deny by default approach where only the applications that are on an allowed list can be accessed. First, let's go over using the application blocker to block specific apps. To do so, go to the Manage section of Browse Control, then click App Blocker. From the drop-down, select which group of computers or users you'd like to apply the application blocking settings to. Enter the original file name of the application to be blocked in the application text box. Click the Add button to add the application to the list of choices to block. If you do not know the original file name of the application, you can use the Browse feature to find the executable file for the application. Select the applications to be blocked from the applications list on the left pane and move them to the right pane by clicking on the arrow button. Next, I'll show you how to use Browse Control's Application Allow Listing feature to manage applications in a deny by default approach. Application Allow Listing is disabled by default. By enabling the allowed list, only applications that have been specified by name, publisher, path, or certificate can be launched by the user. All other applications will be blocked automatically. Ensure all required business applications are added to the allowed list before enabling Allow Listing to avoid user disruption. First, go to Browse Control, App Control. Then, select either Manage by Groups or Manage by Applications. The Manage by Groups view allows administrators to define application policies at the group level. Policies can be applied selectively to specific groups or computers for flexible control. The Manage by Applications view provides a complete list of all discovered applications across the environment. That's it for today. If you're ready to start blocking websites and controlling applications, you can get a free trial of Browse Control at kernware.com/download. If you have any questions during your evaluation, our support team is available to help you over a phone call, live chat, or email. See you next time.